Is a hot dog a sandwich, though?
No. See, hot dog.
But what is it? Is it its own category?
Yeah, I think so.
It's almost more like a taco. I mean, when we think about it, because how is a taco like a hard shell taco? I'm thinking here.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like a soft taco for beef.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Q&A Friday, where me and maybe a guest answer your questions. If you have a question you want answered on this podcast, email roughneckspodcast@gmail.com. Let's get into it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I might have to increase this. I feel like it's too quiet. I don't know. Does it sound all right?
Yours?
Yeah.
You sound good on my end.
Maybe it's just my headphones weren't. Okay. All right. We'll roll with it. I don't know.
They're not all the way in?
Well, I can adjust the volume of each headphone right there, so sometimes I mess with them, but I don't mean to. But what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Roughnecks Podcast. This is episode 220, which makes this Q&A number 14. Joining me today was a request. He wanted to come on one, and I'm excited about it. Usually he's asking the crazy questions, but now you get to answer some of the crazy questions. Welcome, Reno, to Q&A number 14.
Let's go. I love just going off the top and getting hit with random questions.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
First thing to mind. All right.
I see these questions, but like my thing is like I don't think about my answers because I'm like I don't want to I don't want it to be the off the top of the head. It'll be, I think, like once Sierra is like full-time tech girl down here, I might have her handle Q&As. Like, hey, just come up with questions and then you ask them and we'll answer them.
She has them stockpiled.
Yeah, so that way I really don't see them at all.
Oh yeah.
But I do want to update something. My hot takes. I can't believe I forgot this, and it's similar to like the artist thing that you guys were talking about. Do you know who Sam Barber is?
Sam Barber. No.
Okay, I gotta play you one of his songs, but he is the next Zach Bryan.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's already starting the up and coming. He's a young kid, but he.
See one of these like TikTok like.
Nah, I mean, kind of. He started on YouTube, really.
Oh, so he's like okay.
But he's like not your like typical come to fame through TikTok and that kind of stuff. Where he looks like you're
went down the path.
Yeah, he looks like you're looks like a kid that like works on a ranch and just like is legit like a country type kid. But I'll try and find one of his more popular songs.
What's his name? Sam what?
Sam Barber. I think he's only like 19 or something, 20.
Interesting. I was watching the like on New Year's Eve, I was watching the Nashville one. Dude, I forgot how good live music is. I need to go to a concert, man.
I know. My sister actually
music.
just texted me about a couple today. I think they're at the Bluestone. That I went to like 3 or 4 last year, and I love live music.
And like I don't even care what genre it is.
I know.
Just live music is so good.
So you won't be able to hear this on your headphones. I haven't figured that part out yet. Well, I will be able to figure that part out once I get my new soundboard.
Song's called Straight.
Even more exclusive stuff, but that won't be till like video aspect.
When there's a storm raging in your soul, you gotta thank God that you're still growing old. If them demons you're fighting won't go away, drop on your knees and pray.
Love how I can hear the nature in the background.
And the thing about him is he's always like just his guitar and him. Like he has songs like full band, obviously, but like he's one of those that just his guitar and him and he's good. Like he seems like, but you can tell he's not that old.
They're chasing you down with an old bloodhound, and you're running through fields for your life.
He's got that little bit of raspiness to him too.
Up, son, I
He's
know
raw.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it is.
Yeah.
and I've watched some like reaction videos on him because like I don't know why I get so like that's what I'm on YouTube, like reaction videos of like Richmond, north of Richmond, and like some of Nolan Taylor's song, like just some songs that have came out that are hard hitting and that kind of stuff. And people are like, a lot of them are like guitar players, and they're like, I can't figure out how he plays the guitar so weird. I guess they're like, I don't get it. But that's my hot take. I can't believe I forgot about it. Sam Barber, next Zach Bryan.
Shout out. He'll be on the next guest episode.
I wish. I think I've messaged him actually.
Dude, let's go.
I always message people. I don't care.
Why not?
Speaking of, not really a hot take, but hot news. Did you see already?
Oh, freaking
Saban's
gone.
Retiring.
Done.
That's a legendary coach. That is.
Dude, we got to live through Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees.
You could even throw Phillip Rivers in there, even though he didn't win a Super Bowl.
Phillip Rivers. Then we get the entire Alabama era.
Yeah.
Like the dominant era. And even like the dominant like LSU era too.
It did.
Where just SEC took over everything.
I know. And it is a shame to, I mean, how old is he? He's got to be.
Saban? He's got to be almost 70.
He's
got to be in his 70s, I think.
I know he's at least 60-something.
I swear he's up there. He doesn't look like it, but like he's up there, I think.
72.
Yeah, man, he's old.
Wow.
He is old.
He does not look 72.
No.
I mean, I could see, he looks, honestly, if you look at him, he looks late 50s.
Yeah.
But he does not look that old.
Same with like Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
With the Seahawks.
How old is he?
He's older than Saban is.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 76. That's my guess.
Nope, he's same age. 72.
Still. It's freaking nuts.
And how many years have they been coaching college or coaching football in general?
You know how much capacity that takes?
Do you think Belichick's done?
Man, he's got to be. I don't know if he...
Because there's talks.
It doesn't look like
there's talks about New England's getting, like, he's done in New England. So I don't know.
Not if Robert Kraft is still there. I think that's too.
They
it's
have
Belichick
that relationship, and maybe Belichick wants out. But I couldn't see it'd be like I feel like they're retiring there. It's like Saban, like he retired at Alabama. He's not. I don't think he's gonna go somewhere else and coach.
No,
because like that is their legacy, is where they were at. I mean, it's not like Urban Meyer, where Urban won a national championship at Florida, then won a national championship. Like he's bounced places and won championships. And like other coaches have done the same thing, but those coaches have they came from different schools. Because Nick Saban was at Michigan State at one point, or LSU.
He was at LSU. I think he went from LSU to Alabama. I don't know. He was at Kent State. He graduated from Kent State.
Did he really?
He's a safety.
That's crazy. One of the most iconic. I mean, but it is when you go down the Alabama coaching head coaches like Bear Bryant. I can't think of any of others off the top of my head, but Bear Bryant's a legendary coach in college football. Alabama's just had it good. But so Q&A Friday, or I guess we're not calling it Q&A Friday anymore. We're just Q&A number 14. First question I got for you is best movie of all time.
Oh my God.
There's so many good ones out there.
Of all time.
Like if you had to watch one movie forever, what would it be?
I mean, I can't even try to think.
I know, because like part of me, like I'm thinking of like Remember the like all these football movies that I love. Remember the Titans, We Are Marshall.
But I love the ones that like make my mind go crazy, like Inception.
Yeah.
Like, what's the one with Matthew McConaughey?
Which one? He's in so many movies.
The space one, and it's all like the dimensions and fairly new. Shit.
It's not Martian, is it?
No. Matthew McConaughey. Damn it. I don't know. Schindler's List might be up there.
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption. Dang.
I remember getting to watch that in school. Dude, it did like a project on it. And
the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
All those are so good. Even though I'm not like a big Lord of the Rings guy, but damn, those movies are good.
It's just no different than like, I'm not a big Harry Potter guy. I'm not a big what's the space? Star Wars guy. But like, those movies are fun to watch. Like, they're really good movies.
I see why people get obsessed with them. I see why.
I mean, but they make so many of them that it's so hard to follow.
Yeah. So if I had to pick one, probably Shawshank Redemption.
It's such a good movie. It really is.
So good. Or Forrest Gump. I think
Gump
might be up there too.
Just because that has everything. That has the comedy, like the make you want to cry. That has like
a little bit of war scene.
Yeah, it literally does have everything in it. Mine would honestly probably have to be American Sniper. Like that movie for me. And I read the book too, and the book was freaking phenomenal. It's just one of those movies that like anytime it's on, I'm watching it. Like I don't care where, if it's on TV or something, I'm putting it on. I don't care where it's at, like, because I already know everything that happens. So like, I don't know. That movie.
Some of those war movies are awesome. Saving Private Ryan.
Yep. 13 Hours. You ever see that one? It's got the guy Jim from The Office in it.
I've seen it once.
It's about like Benghazi, I think.
Okay, maybe I haven't.
I don't remember. Like, but it's a good one. There is so many good war movies. I was on a war movie kick. Sierra, I've been like getting in bed first, so like I take the remote and I'm like, what's on TV? What movie are we gonna fall asleep to? But I don't fall asleep, and then I end up watching like 3 movies, and it's 1:30, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go to bed.
Or like even the old war movies, like Die Hard, or not Die Hard.
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Yeah,
fucking Die Hard. Still
We're
stuck on that. If it's Christmas
movies here.
Braveheart, dude.
Yeah, that is a good one. There's so many good movies. Yeah. I don't know. Like it's hard to pick one. Because like then all of a sudden, and like that's the thing is you always forget
what mood I'm in too.
Exactly. Like I'm not always in the mood for a comedy. I'm not always in the mood for a war movie. I don't know.
Interstellar. Holy shit, that's the name of it.
Yeah.
Interstellar. Dang,
okay. Yeah. Even another good one. I don't think I'd pick this as like the best movie. It is a good movie, but I've seen it too many damn times at this point. Is Step Brothers. I've seen it too many times. And that movie, if I had to watch it like over and over and over again without breaks in between, I would lose my mind probably. But it is a good movie.
Dude, probably the best comedy movie has got to be Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
There are so many little bits in that movie that are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's true.
Hilarious. But all right, anyway.
I'll answer this one first. What is on top of your bucket list? And the top of my bucket list has got to be to go out west. Like just even for a vacation, I wanted to move out west when I was like fresh out of college. I almost did multiple times where I was like literally going to pack up and be like, I'll figure it out. Which then I was like, that's probably not a good idea. If I didn't have student loans, I could have probably maybe skate by. But I have to have enough money to pay these loans. Otherwise, I won't be going anywhere. So I didn't end up doing it. And a lot of other factors fell into that as well. But I don't regret not going. But I've always just wanted to go out like Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, even Oregon, Washington, even the northern parts of, I don't necessarily want to go there, but northern parts of California are beautiful, I guess. There's so many places out west. I'd love to just, that's the thing is like me and Sierra have always wanted to go like on a vacation, but the problem is like, we want to have like a month almost to like just be able to really
rent an RV.
Because there's so much, there's so much out there, and there's also so little out there at the same time. So it's like but because you're driving a lot, but I want to go out west. I don't know exactly where. That's definitely the top of my bucket list. Something I will do before I die.
Top of my bucket list. It's like a ongoing bucket list right now. Me and 2 of my buddies are, we're trying to hit every NFL stadium.
Okay.
Go to at least to a game at every single NFL stadium.
How many are you up to?
We're at like 6. Like we just started this.
That's still, I mean, how many teams? What, 32?
Yeah. I don't even know if it's 6. Browns, Bengals, Pittsburgh.
Shoot.
Maybe it's
3.
We got a long way to go, boy.
When did you guys start it? How far in are you? Like,
2 years.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
And, well, and the problem is you want to go watch the Browns, so
We'll go to Cleveland.
you go to Cleveland a lot. So you've probably been to over 32 games, haven't you?
No, I don't think I've been to. But we want to go to Super Bowl 100.
That's good. Where are we at now?
59.
Okay.
And by that time, we'd be like 60s.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Be a bunch of old guys going to Super Bowl 100, final bucket list item.
You're not the only one. You definitely will not be the only old guys there. Yeah, that's a good one.
We'll see.
Because that's like, I don't know. I like traveling and going places. Like one of my goals, not like the top of my bucket list, but I have a map upstairs that like is on the wall. And you can get pictures made of each state. So like, my goal is to fill in the entire map. Like me and Sierra want to like visit each state, take a picture, and then you, from the website, you can order it, and it's like the perfect size, and you just cut it out and then tape it in there, and you have a picture in each state that you've been to.
Dang.
So
My sister has one where you like put pins
yeah, I've seen
in like
that.
every city. 'Cause
Yeah.
she travels like so. She has one of those like Ram like Sprinter van things.
Yeah.
And she bought it off this like tech guy who lived out in like San Fran, like legit tech city, who had this van decked out, had like a fridge, running water, like it had solar panels on the top. Everything was like
That's becoming the new like big thing.
oh yeah, and
It's
she
all
takes that
over
thing and
Instagram and stuff.
she just goes.
But that's the thing is like, yeah, you can go anywhere.
Yeah, and she
And you
can
don't
live
have to
in
have
that
a
thing.
hotel. You don't have to have somewhere to stay necessarily. Like you just have everything that you need right there.
And what she did was bought a Planet Fitness membership.
Mm.
So then, like on the way, if she had to like stop and shower or anything, she'd just go into a Planet Fitness.
That's fucking genius.
Yeah,
Damn, that's smart.
she's got it set,
Yeah, that's good.
real set. So yeah, well, I guess that's not top of my bucket list. That's just something on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm just thinking about this chug that we have to do and the fact that we didn't win fantasy.
oh man.
Neither of us. It's so disappointing.
And we didn't. We just opened these ones. Didn't even chug it.
Yeah.
Shoot, we're gonna have to open another one.
Yeah, we'll get it. All right, Reno. Is a burger a sandwich?
A burger, a sandwich.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I believe so. It's a different type of bun. That's all it is.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, what if I don't have like actual buns and I just have bread?
Because people do. I
I've
do
put
that all the time.
burgers
Yeah.
on just bread, like
yeah,
all
when
the
I
time.
run out, like if we have people over and we're Sierra's like, we're gonna not have enough buns. I was like, I'll eat it on bread. Like
guess,
I won't
like-
make other people eat it on bread, but I'll do it. I don't
Yeah.
care.
So I consider that a sandwich.
Is a hot dog a sandwich though?
No. See, hot dog.
But what
that's
is it?
not a
Is it its
sandwich.
own category?
Yeah, I think so. I would.
It's almost more like a taco. I mean, when we think about it, because how is a taco like a hard shell taco? I'm thinking here.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause
it's like a soft taco for beef.
in my thing, people are always like,
Well,
well, it has a bun, like it has a top and a bottom. And I'm like, no, a bun is split. Well, you can split a hot. That's not how those hot dog buns are designed.
Hang on a second. All right. Is a taco and a hot dog the exact same thing? Because
It's
but
just
you
beef.
take out of the right. It's just beef. One is just in a.
I mean, think about
roll.
a coney dog. You put all kinds of different toppings on it too. Same thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
Now
that's
we might be
all right.
onto something here.
I think hot dogs and tacos have a lot more in common than
I think,
what
yeah,
we
I
think.
think a hot dog goes more towards the taco category than it does the sandwich category.
Wow.
I have never thought about that until today, but now that you said that, I'm like, that's beef. Wow. All right.
It's the same thing.
It is the same thing.
You can make a chicken sandwich. You can make it, or well, I guess you can't make a chicken hot
See,
dog.
now
but you can make
now
a
that you said that,
chicken
that makes me
taco.
confused because we do call them chicken sandwiches
Right.
on a bun.
Yeah, you're right. Boom. That just settles our argument.
Yeah.
You don't call it a chicken burger. Oh, well,
I know. This is what I don't know.
I hate English. What?
That is the other problem. It is English. And English is the most complicated thing for
Like-
no reason.
If you put chicken in between a bun, that's a chicken sandwich. So what would it be? So what's the difference if that chicken is just a patty?
But we don't call it a burger sandwich. This is what's so confusing.
I don't know where burger came from. It should be beef sandwich.
Yeah, I don't. But what happens if you put chicken in a hot dog bun? Is it a taco?
Dude,
I mean, you can make chicken tacos. You can make fish tacos.
Chicken dog.
I don't know.
See, that's the thing. Like, burger doesn't have the actual, like, name of the meat. Neither does hot dog. Whereas, like, chicken and... So that's why you have to add the sandwich. Who the hell
came up with hot dog?
I don't know.
It doesn't even make sense.
It's a dog. Well, I don't know.
But it's either beef or there's like different... I mean, it's essentially like, what, pig something?
But then you have, like, sausage.
Yeah.
Or, like...
Brats.
Brats, right.
This is getting me thinking way too much.
See, I think hot dogs are their own separate category, but I think they're closer to tacos than what we think.
Yes, I agree.
I think they're closer to tacos than they are to burgers.
Yeah. Yes. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, if I keep going down this path, I'm going to be sitting in bed tonight going,
wow.
Tacos, hot dogs. So we're going to go on to the drafts.
Ooh, let's do it.
Me and Reno added our own into this Q&A. Top candy draft. Are we starting at 1 and working down? How many are we doing? 3, 5?
Let's do 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to start at the top.
First one's candy. Rock, paper, scissors for first pick.
All right, deal. Let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock,
shoot.
rock,
paper, scissors.
Shoot.
Oh my God. Yes.
I always lose. Every
Yes.
time. Me and Dante do this every time, and whenever we do a draft, we rock, paper, scissors, and I lose.
Yes.
There's so many good candies.
We tied
out there.
like 8 times in a row.
That was, and it was funny because it started out the exact same way that me and Dante start out, where it was rock, and then it was scissors, and then it was
rock again.
I usually go paper and then get beat because he goes scissors. So I was like, I'm not doing paper this time. But all right, what's your top candy off the board? First pick off the board.
Number 1, I don't think there's even a close second here. It's Reese's.
I hate you. I knew it.
Reese's. And this encompasses all different forms of Reese's.
Yes. Yes.
It could be Reese
You can't-
Cups.
Yeah, we're
It'd
not
be like
going that.
The Reese Pieces. It could be the pumpkin shaped ones.
The Christmas
all
tree
the
ones.
above.
Yeah.
Anything Reese's.
But
count me
I
in.
will say, for some reason, the egg Reese's are the best ones.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I don't know if it's just
Totally
like how
agree.
the combination of chocolate and peanut butter is, but I think that the egg ones are the best. Christmas tree are a close second.
yeah. Eggs. Definitely number 1.
Oh yeah.
Even like the big ones with the Reese Pieces inside of them.
Oh my god.
Stop it! What are you doing?
My go-to Reese's one though is the Fast Break, which is essentially a Reese's and a candy bar version. Now
Is that the one with like the pretzels?
No, that's the Take 5.
The
Take 5s I was not a fan of, and me and Sierra, I think it was for Halloween or something, got one of those like multi-candy packs, and it was in there, and like I ate a couple of them, and I was like, the more I eat these, the more I like these, because it's got like not too much pretzel, but just enough pretzel. So,
All right, what's your number 1?
I wrote mine on my hand because my pen was dying on my iPad, so I'm gonna have to go with Sour Patch Kids.
Ooh,
That's probably my go-to. Usually,
goodness.
it depends on the mood I'm in. If it's chocolate, obviously it's Reese's. If it's sour, I'm a big sour candy guy, but if it's sour, I'm taking Sour Patch Kids.
Solid answer. I don't know if I should take this as my number 2 or if I should try to dark horse it for my number 3. I don't think you're gonna take it.
You might be able to dark horse me.
All right. So the next one after Reese's, I gotta stick with the chocolate realm. It's just your good old Snicker bar. How good are Snickers?
I'm not a giant Snickers fan. I will eat them, and I really don't. It's not like I don't like them. I do like them, but they're not like. If you set a whole bag of candy in front of me and there was a lot of different options, like obviously I'm taking Reese's first.
Dude,
But
I'm going Snickers second.
you know what I'm taking with my number 2 and what I'd pick before Snickers?
Mm.
I may dark horse you, I don't know. Milky Way.
Ah, yeah. I mean, it's a good one.
That's my
It's a good one.
like number 3 candy of all time probably.
See, those and Baby Ruth, or not Baby Ruth. There's another one that's like Milky Way. That same like consistency.
Three Musketeers.
Yeah, Three
Yes.
Musketeers. They're very similar.
Yes, they are. They got, I don't know what's different about them. They're very similar. I think the Milky Ways have just a touch more caramel in them. So that, I don't know. Yeah, but you ever ate a frozen Milky Way?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's the best way to eat them.
Freezing any chocolate candy bar is just bomb.
My mom always did it. And she originally did it because like she'd take some in her lunches, like the snack size ones. And she'd take them, and like us kids knew when you ran out of candy. Go to the freezer, there's probably still some there, and like we'd always go and then like. But if you try to eat you ever had 100 Grand?
Oh yeah.
Try to eat one of those frozen, and it might break your teeth though. Those ones you can't do frozen as much. But the other ones, like a Reese's frozen and a Milky Way frozen, those are good.
Even just in the fridge is pretty good.
Yeah, just that little bit of coldness to them.
All right, number 3. Here's my dark horse. Twizzlers. But not the normal Twizzlers. It's the ones where you can like peel off.
The peelable, yes.
Yes. Because there's something different about those ones, and they taste way like movie theater Twizzlers.
Yes.
The ones where you're peeling it off.
I used to be able to sit there and rip Twizzlers, but when they did do I don't know when they came out with them, but when they brought those into the game, it was a game changer for them. And then they started getting like crazy flavors of them too, of like
the sour ones.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
I'm
strictly
not a big
talking
fan on that, but just a regular Twizzler with the peel. And it's like string cheese. Like you have to peel it.
Yeah.
You have to. You don't. My buddy one day at
I'm
work,
just gonna smack that from the top. You gotta peel it.
He had a thing of string cheese, and he just took a bite of it, and I was like, "What is wrong with you?" And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Nobody eats string cheese that way." He's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "You gotta peel it." He's like, "We're not kids," and I'm like, "It's not the kid aspect. That's just how it's done. It's like a Twizzler." But my number 3. I'm going back to the sweet and sour route, and I'm gonna go sweet tarts.
I don't know if I like that answer. I don't know if I like it.
I'm not talking like
I don't know if I like sweet
the
tarts.
Valentine's sweet tarts that are like they don't taste sweet. They have a weird flavor to them. I'm talking like legit sweet tarts at Valentine's Day is my go-to.
Those are, I mean, yes, I agree that they are good. I like sweet tarts.
But you don't like it as my number 3.
I don't know if I think
I'll
that's
tell you
I
the
think
other
that's
ones
a
on my
bad draft
list.
pick.
The other ones on my list were Starburst.
Oh.
And and that was actually my whole list, but I was going to come up with things off the top of my head. But yeah, I don't know. Dude, when my mom's always got candy out, which was terrible for me. But the Valentine's Day, there's a dish that sits up on the counter that is just full of sweet tarts, and anytime any of us kids are over, she knows like it's gonna be gone because like we just stand there and talk, and like everybody just keeps reaching in, and like
you don't even like feel yourself reaching.
No, you don't. It's just like
going.
The guilty pleasure of sweet tarts. And me and Sierra are the same way because we have candy dishes, but we don't fill them as much. And during like close to Valentine, anytime the sweet tarts come out, like the heart-shaped sweet tarts, we get them, and they never last. Which is a good and bad thing because we don't buy them right back right away. It's just like, yeah, all right, one bag lasted us 2 days. Okay, well. Dang. Now, in another draft, we got the cereal draft.
Ooh.
Which I'm not a big cereal eater anymore, but I still do love a good bowl of cereal.
I used to pound cereal. Now I can't tell you the last time I had a bowl of cereal.
I used to like be able to eat like half a box a day.
Oh, yeah. Until you start doing macros and actually like weighing it out, dude, it's like nothing. I'm like,
Really?
man, I just had 12 servings of Frosted Flakes.
Yeah. And put also 12 pounds of sugar on top of them.
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking first pick on this one. Sorry, screw you.
Take it.
I don't know if I want first pick because I don't know. No, I know what my first pick is. It's similar to the candy draft. Reese's Puffs.
Solid.
Yeah, Reese's Puff is. I don't know. I can't. Well, I did. There's actually still a box of cereal that I need to throw away. It's probably stale, but I got cereal and I ate. But I always forget about it, and I don't eat breakfast a ton. I'm not a big breakfast eater, which I should eat more. I'm up early enough. Usually, I can make like a couple eggs or something at least, or some toast, and just.
Yeah, I'm not a big cereal guy anymore.
Well,
I'm not I don't eat cereal anymore. I still like cereal. I just don't eat it as much. But if I had to go down the aisle and pick one out, like I already said, it was Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Those are incredible. They're incredible.
And if you added something to them, my mom used to do add bananas.
Yeah.
And I was
any fruit.
This just changed, strawberry. Yeah, anything. You add any fruit to them, and they're even better. And just a little bit of sugar on top.
Oh, heaven.
Yes.
You're in heaven.
All right, my number 2. Oh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, dang. You got some good ones.
Yep.
Already.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That was probably the most ate cereal in our house. Between me and Clayton, that was what we always got. Mom always got for us, so we ate the crap out of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And the best part is when you drank the milk at the end of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, it's like a little extra dessert.
It's not just milk. It's like cinnamon milk.
I'm going to go with an OG. I'm going to go with Honey Nut Cheerios.
Cheerios are good as well.
Number 2. They got to be the Honey Nut one.
Yeah.
Just normal Cheerios, nah.
Yeah, the honey nut ones are better.
With the little bee man.
Little bee man. There used to be so many commercials for Honey Nut Cheerios. I feel like you don't see them anymore.
Probably because they're it lowers your cholesterol. Yet there's 50 grams of sugar, added sugar.
We don't talk about that part.
I'm not sure it's the cholesterol problem. Jesus, talk about false advertising. All right, what you got? Number 3.
Number 3. I'm going to go with Captain Crunch.
Oh, no. That was mine. Which one?
I don't have the original.
Yeah, almost like the peanut butter-ish kind of. Yeah, those are bomb.
I'll still never forget the first time I had those. It wasn't in my house. It was at a friend's house.
I was like, what is this?
And then I went home and told Mom, and then she was like, okay, I'll get it for you.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
All right, third and final. What I got? Frosted Flakes, Honey Nut Cheerios, and then Cocoa Pebbles.
Damn. That is a good one, too.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Though with those, you got to eat relatively fast.
When they get too soggy.
Because then they get super soggy, and it's kind of weird.
You still need that. If they're a little soggy, it's all right. But you still have to have the crunch to it.
Yes.
When you don't have the crunch to it, I don't necessarily like. A lot of people like letting their stuff get soggy. I like having the crunch. I know I'm gonna have the soggy ones at the bottom, whatever. But I always like having that little bit of crunch to it as well.
Me too. Yeah. Uncrunchy, soft Cocoa Pebbles, no go. Crunchy Cocoa Pebbles, count me in. That's a good looking sign right there.
Yeah, you assholes. We got to talk about that. For those of you who don't know, I have a new on-air sign in the studio, and it is thanks to Reno and Dante after we recorded Roughnecks Roundtable 1.
Yeah. And
the funniest part about it is I was down here recording Fast Friday number 24 or whatever it was, the last episode of 2024, and Sierra came downstairs and didn't know I was recording. I didn't tell her I was recording. I was like, it's a quick episode. I'll probably be able to get it in. And she came downstairs and was talking the whole way down. And she came down. She goes, "Oh, are you recording?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I'm sorry." And I was like, "You didn't. It's not your fault. You had no idea." She goes, "You need an on-air sign."
Ta-da!
Literally, I'm recording. Had to pause the recording actually another time because the dog started barking crap time. It was because the Amazon guy was here. And then I came upstairs, and it was when I ordered all of this, or some of my other podcast stuff. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I think it was just some of the other podcasts. It was my mics, because we used my boss's mics for our episode, and it was all my microphones and everything. And I went up, and like the first package I opened, I didn't even look, because I knew what it all was, I thought. And I opened it, and I was like, I didn't order this. And I was like, this is like the same one that's in my cart. I have it in my cart. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, serious, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I didn't order this. And I was like, I'll have to look at the Amazon. Like, oh, well, like it's something I was going to buy eventually anyway. And came down later after I opened everything, started setting something. And then I got on my Amazon account, and I was looking, and I was like, Sierra came downstairs, and I was like, I didn't order that sign. She goes, now that I think about it, one of those did say Roughnecks Podcast, not Colnix. And I was like, literally, immediately I went, those motherfuckers.
Yeah, dude, it'll hook you up. It looks nice down here.
It does. It's
a good little addition to this
Sierra's like, you should put it on the door. And I was like, do you really want to stare at that all the time? And she goes, oh.
Nah.
I was like, maybe I'll get something for like a flippable sign, like right inside the door when you walk into the basement. So that way, like, you can just open the door and be like, nope, never mind. But she pretty much knows whenever I'm recording, because I even write it on our calendar. It's on the fridge. Like, we write a V, a P, or a V or a P. And it is for virtual or person episode, so she knows. And so we just write it real small in the corner, so she can just look at it, and she'll always be like, "So who's coming over tomorrow?"
Who's all these random people you bring in here?
She would, when we just did it, because we do the calendar at the end of the month, and we just did it, and she was like, and I was like, P on the 10th, and she's like, who? And I was like, Reno, and she was like, and I was like, P on the 11th. She's like, who? I'm like, Jake. Given? No, Sanders. And she's like,
gosh.
I know it's your house. Thanks for letting me use it and record with all these random people that you don't know.
There we go. A little plug in. Speaking of girlfriends and wives, I asked Brittany to give me some questions.
Oh, she's got some. I have some specific for you as well.
Oh, Lord. No, she's just messing around. She goes, should Reno and Brittany have another baby?
That's weird.
She's insane.
That was
insane.
Tyler Ruff asked, do you plan on having any more kids?
Whoa, nuh-uh.
That's weird.
Well, I can tell you that it's impossible now.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully. Your boy got the old clip.
If it's not, they did something wrong. I want my money back.
Oh, dude. Don't even get me started on that.
That actually, we'll just go into that question. So one of the questions Tyler asked, he said, what is fatherhood like? And I'll change, like, I'll also change this question a little bit, and I want to know, what is fatherhood like from the beginning when you had your first kid to like now? Like, well, how has it changed, or has it changed?
The biggest thing for Brittany and I was that we were like the first of our friends to have kids, and Brittany's the oldest, so she's the first one to have it. Yeah. And my sister and I are pretty close. I had a kid first, and so we hadn't like. Yeah, we had our like parents and other people like kind of saying like what it's going to be like. It like you don't know until it happens.
Yeah.
Even from going to the hospital and like that whole process and having the baby, like what the fuck was that about? Like,
have you ever seen I'm sure it was similar for you, but like, have you ever seen the videos of like Jason Kelsey?
No.
I don't know how many kids. Their last kid that they just had after the Super Bowl, the last Super Bowl that he was in last year. So, like, she posted a video of him, and he was sitting there eating a bagel, and, like, she couldn't eat and stuff, and he's just sitting there in front of his fan with his blanket and eating a bagel, and, like, people gave him crap for it, and she was on their podcast, and she's like, no, you guys got to understand, like,
it's a long process.
This is also, like, this is not our first time. Like, he's found what works for him. And she's like, when he's eating that bagel, I ask him to describe to me what it's like. So that I can just live through him. Like, but when it comes to that time, like, he knows what to do. Like, we have it figured out because it's not our first time around.
Yeah. But, like, all through that and kind of figuring out the first couple weeks was weird. And especially the first one's definitely the hardest.
You're
because
like, I'm responsible for this human now.
Yeah. It's like what am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
And learn, like the first one's he was definitely our hardest to start because we just had to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, we're all paranoid. Like, we're not sleeping. Like, is he sleeping? Is he like, don't make him roll over this way. And we're reading a whole bunch of stuff, like a whole bunch of just BS is out there too. So, but we don't know that it's BS, or we don't like, we're going to trust pretty much everything that anything says.
Yeah.
So we're a little like paranoid, and we're like super young when we had them. We were living in this tiny little apartment. So we're just like trying to figure out what all we need. Do we need, like, we need more diapers, or we actually should have had more rags. We should have had more, you know, clothes. And so it was a lot of figuring out, but it was really cool. It's really cool having a kid, because it's like, it's hard to put in perspective that that's part of you. Mm-hmm. Like, you are in that thing now. And like, that's, and like, it's like, all right, then you start reverting back. Like, what did my parents do? What worked? Like, want to try to be like them. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, well, so many different emotions happen, but it's fun figuring it out. And it's fun seeing them grow and how quick they grow too, and how quick they pick up on stuff. Because, and it's like, oh my God, like he just stood up, or he just rolled over. Did you see him roll over? Come in, like they're screaming at each other. Get in here! Look! Like, it's so exciting seeing like any type of progress.
So today, like lately, we've been working actually at my boss's house, like helping him remodel a bedroom. He's making a bedroom in the basement for his daughter, and we were over there, and today his wife had to work, so like we had a kid, which Steve yesterday was like, we got the kid tomorrow, so we'll have to alternate babysitting, like somebody coming upstairs. And I was like, hell, I'll sit upstairs with them. Like, I don't care. Like, because I have 8 nieces and nephews, so I've been around it so long now at this point that I'm like, I'm used to it. Nothing. And it's like nothing against the guy. Like, he's getting, I don't want to say he's getting better, but like he's around it more because his brother has 2 kids now and that kind of stuff. But like anytime like the little ones would come around, like I'm always talking to them, picking them up, playing with it, like doing things with them. Like at baby, I'm like, can I hold it? I'm like one of those people now, like if I know him, like I'm not just walking up, can I hold your baby? No, like if I'm close with him, I'll be like, I'll hold him. But I guess he said last night they were doing like electrical work, and him and his dad were like walking around like with the tester and like touching stuff to see if it was live. And they set it down. Well, he picked it up and walked over to a wire, like a cord, and like touching it on everything. And he was like, he looked at him and he was like, whoa. Like,
well, it's like to that point, they copy it.
Oh yeah,
everything that you do. So you
my boss
really
was hammering
watch
today with like hammering a nail in, and the kid picked up a screwdriver and started hitting the 2x4.
It's
and I'm
crazy.
Like, they literally mimic everything
that you do. So that was a good kind of reality check too.
Yeah,
it's like I gotta really watch what I'm doing, because I got someone watching
and
me
and saying too, because they pick up on things all of a sudden. Like I've seen parents where it's like, what the fuck? And then the kid goes, what the fuck? And it's like,
oh, dude, don't even get us started on that. Like, our daughters will be like, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm like, stop it.
But you say it all the time.
And like we mainly say to our dog, like, we're gonna beat your ass, dog. or we'll say like just like joking around. Obviously, we don't tell our kids we're gonna beat their ass. Like, we're not doing that. But they pick up on it, fast, and then they start putting into like correct context too, which is like, whoa, okay, we gotta really step back here. We'll watch what we're doing. Even like if I'll get frustrated with something, I'll hit the table, like not like hard. I'll just like smack the table, like,
a little
like
frustration,
damn it. And then like my son will be putting his Legos together, and like he'll like drop one and be like, ah. I'm like, oh crap. Like I do that. Yeah. So it's fascinating, but it's really cool. And then like as you get older and have more kids, then your oldest starts teaching the youngest, and it goes down the line. So you really got to kind of focus in on the oldest one. Yeah. And show them how to, take care of his sisters.
I see that all the time with like my nieces and nephews. Like the oldest one, well, like the one has 4, and like there's like the oldest 2 run together, and then the younger 2 run together. Do you need this light on? I just didn't know if that thing because
Yeah, dude, kids are ride or die together.
oh yeah, they are. And once they're, I just don't like because like sometimes I like to use. That's not too bad. Yeah, they are. It's really cool to watch and like. I don't know. I love kids. It's
They're
just so fun to be around them.
They're so funny.
Oh yeah. And I was, my boss gave me. He's like, I think you spent more time playing with the kid today than you have work. And I'm like, I'm babysitting. You just leave me alone.
Don't you worry.
I'm making sure your kid doesn't pick up the saw and turn it on somehow. But yeah, kids are fun. I don't have any of my own, but maybe one day we'll see.
We'll see.
That depends on if Sierra keeps me around long enough or not.
It's a big ask.
That is. She tries to give me back all the time. She will be at my parents', and she's like, Terry, I'll help him move back in today. And she's like, hell no, you're keeping him. You're stuck now. But I'll ask you one of the questions that was specifically for you, and it was if you were to play anywhere else but Kent State, where would it have been? I think I know this answer.
Anywhere. It would have been Notre Dame.
Really?
Would have been not just now because like Marcus Freeman, one of my old Kent coaches, was there. Like, no. I went on a visit to Notre Dame, and it was so awesome. Like, it was so awesome. And the atmosphere, we got to go on like out onto the sidelines during warm-ups, and then they took us up into the stands. And I don't know if you ever seen like pictures or been there before, like it is nothing but a straight bowl. Like there's no sections, it's a giant ass bowl.
That's cool.
Just full of green and gold. And it was nuts. And then they went into the whole backstory and why they have like gold helmets and even
why do they have gold helmets?
Because
I'm assuming it's like a long tradition, obviously, but
and I'm gonna botch this a little, but they have like this giant statue, like gold Jesus, I think is what it is, and the color of that is the exact same color as the helmets, and because it's a big like Catholic like tradition school type thing, so they go to like mass before the game, and then they walk through the sea of just fans to get to the field, and it was sick. I was just like, damn, this is really, really cool.
We tried to recreate that kind of stuff, like walking through campus and stuff in D3.
Didn't work?
I mean, you got a bunch of people down. Like, there's all the parents, you could usually tailgate and stuff before the game, and they're there, and, like, there's a bunch of people, but, like, you're walking through campus, and there's nobody. Like, we start, like, so our campus was, it was a small campus, obviously, with the D3 school. I don't know if you've ever been in Delaware, and it kind of, so like this side of campus was all like residents and dining halls, some dining halls and stuff. And then you cross a street and then you have some academic buildings, the library, another like the midday dining hall that's only open during like day hours and that kind of stuff. And then you cross another street and it's like straight academic buildings. That's like all it is. Cross another street and it's all the like athletic facilities on that side of the street. And so like we'd start on like not the resident side, but like where the library is, and we'd start there and then walk across all the way across campus, which was fun. But then like it was cool, but like you're walking for 5 minutes and not seeing a single person, or you'll walk past somebody that's just like got their book bag on. And they're like,
the hell
is going on? And it's like, we play football.
No, it would be Notre Dame for sure. And because I was super academically focused, I should say. Like I took my grades very seriously.
They were a good academic.
And they were a like very good academic school. So I was like, ooh, even more. Because you have to have like a really high GPA to even try to play football.
Oh, really?
Even football-wise.
I guess they do usually have a bunch of like academic All-Americans and that kind of stuff.
Very, very, I don't know.
And the tradition there is just, I don't know, college football team, like every college football has their own tradition, but like college football teams like Notre Dame and even Bama, Ohio State.
Yeah, they did. They're all really cool. And just getting letters from them and stuff. And then I got to go on the visit. I was obsessed.
Yeah.
I knew an offer probably wasn't going to come through, but I was like, Boy can hope.
Yeah, why not take the opportunity to be on Notre Dame sideline? Like, I mean,
Sweet.
I mean, I went to all. I mean, the main reason I went to a lot of visits was so I didn't have to do the Saturday morning workouts with Sev.
Going
and
on a
stuff.
college visit, coach.
Yeah, I'm going on a college visit, and I just went to like pretty much all. I went to all D3s. I never went to anything higher, but yeah, I went. Heck, I went to them with my broken elbow and everything, which it was kind of funny when you walk in and they're
what
like,
happened?
and you're like, yeah, I'm supposed to be back, which is, I wasn't supposed to be, but I ended up coming back. But I'm gonna actually like this question. If you could have coffee with anyone, alive or dead, who would it be?
Coffee with anyone. Probably, my mind first goes to like Abraham Lincoln.
Why does that go to me? Like, that's the same for me as well.
Really?
I just got a book on him. So, like, that's might be part of the reason, but that is exactly who I thought of.
Dude, I feel like he just he changed everything.
And just to be able to sit down and, like, pick his brain.
Yeah. He
Like-
changed everything.
Yeah.
Like, talk about completely changing the
came
output
from-
of...
Nothing.
Yeah.
Taught himself a lot.
You changed the
of stuff.
culture of an entire country. You changed the entire narrative.
Oh,
of-
yeah. I mean, imagine if that doesn't happen. The world is completely different today. I'm not saying it's the same as it was then, but
Yeah.
it is completely different
How many
today.
people copied us after that happened?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
And
like,
yeah, that's the thing. He didn't.
no
he
more
didn't
slaves
change just
ever.
the United States. He changed the world.
yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that is.
And he was like 6'8". He's probably a freak back then.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody?
Probably
They probably
freak.
didn't think they were normal. And he always wore. He's 6'8" and wears
And
this
wear the
top
top
hat. That's another foot and a half
He's
tall.
People thought he was probably like a god or something, an alien. Like
And it's crazy to think that he got
whatever he says, we're
shot
just gonna do. Yeah, and then he gets his head blown off.
while
Holy
trying just to
shit.
watch a play. I remember
Golly.
going to the DC and like being in the. You get to go in a theater and everything. Yeah, that was cool.
That's
but
freaky.
Yeah, it kind of was.
It's like, this is where it happened.
It's like, yeah, somebody literally died up there.
Yeah. Or I'd like to sit down with like Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
Just like way back. Roman Empire.
Like, I know your guys' ass didn't talk the way that those books are wrote.
Yeah. Like, how cool were you? Like, you were a conqueror, but like, I know you did some fucked up things.
Oh,
like,
100%.
like, was he a sicko? Was he,
Yeah.
or was he just like straight
You'll
wants
know
all
5
the
minutes
power?
into this
Yeah.
conversation how
Like,
it.
Like, this guy's gonna either kill me
Yeah.
or I don't know. Be interesting to have coffee with him. Get him a little caffeinated. He might go off on a rampage. Who knows?
My coffee. I'd love to sit down and honestly just have a coffee with like Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Just sit there and just shoot the shit with Joe Rogan would be, because that dude is full of knowledge. I mean, think of he's done
He
2,000.
just pull shit out. Like,
Have you seen this? And it's like, I didn't even know that existed.
no.
Yeah,
He's
I
talked
feel like
to
it'd
so
be
many
really
people
cool.
that. Gosh.
And like that's the thing. He's not just talking to like your everyday average Joe. He's talking to doctors, PhDs, comics, MMA, UFC, like all
Elon
different.
Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk. That was another one. That came to
That
mind.
would be a good one.
But like, I feel like I'd be like, so how does a spaceship work?
I was just about to say, I'm too dumb to talk to
And
him.
he'd start going down the path, and I'd be sitting there like,
I wouldn't know what to talk about with
yeah,
him.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Like, how you doing?
And he like I feel like sometimes I know sometimes I struggle to like understand him with his little bit of an accent at times. So I feel like that I don't know, but that would be another. I got his book as well. Books I'm planning. I don't think I'll get to.
Yeah,
I
a lot
will
of
not
books.
get to the Abe Lincoln book, but I will get to Elon's book this year. It's like 600 freaking pages.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
Probably gets so deep.
10 pages a day. That might take a while. That's what my goal is right now. Just 10 pages a day.
Hey,
I'm on Peterson's book right now. 12 Rules for Life. That dude is also. That's another one. Jordan Peterson. He's coming to Columbus. I thought about going, but
I'm going to a conference out in Palm Springs, California next 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Really?
Like a leadership conference
That's
thing.
cool.
Check it out. See what's up.
I like conferences. I went to like my first like legit like work conference. I went to 2 last year. They're just fun because you get to like let loose with people you work with, and 2, it's like it's actually interesting stuff. It was so funny though. Like the one conference we went to was mainly about like a lot of hardscaping type stuff, like patios and that kind of stuff. And then there was one day of pools, and we were like the only pool company there. And that's why they wanted us there. They wanted my boss to do a presentation. He's like, I'm not doing a damn presentation. Like, I'll come, but I ain't doing a damn presentation. And but they also gave him like a week notice, and he's like, no. And so
Not to a conference.
yeah, he took me, and me and him went, and like he spoke up on a few things because the guys that gave they're like, well, is there anybody out there that does pools? Like, have any input on this? And he like said some things, and everybody in the room was like, because we sat at the back, and everybody turned around, and then afterwards, freaking everybody talking to us, and they're asking me questions, and I'm like, go ask the big man. I don't know. And like, I can answer some of these, but I can't answer all of them.
Well, I've been to a couple like motivational speakers and like leadership speeches before, and I just tell the ones that are just saying the right thing to say the right thing. You know what I mean? All the cliche stuff, and it's like, all right, like I can tell that you didn't even go through all this. Like you're just talking about it. Like, does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
They don't have real life experience actually going through that.
It's not a Inky Johnson. What is it? What does he call himself? Elite hip hopper. What's his name? The dude that made the speech of like how bad when you want to succeed is as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. I forget his name.
I don't know.
But like,
Well, like those guys are like raw. Like they, like you could feel it that they've done this before, and they're legit trying to help you. Like, please, you should probably think this way. You should probably do this.
And it's usually different. Well, the other guys say the same stuff, but they're copying what everybody else says. They're not actually like they don't actually go through the things that they're talking about. And I struggle with that sometimes. Like, you can tell. Like, I used to like watch like motivational videos on like it's not like a Goggins. When you listen to Goggins, that dude just makes me want
to start breaking stuff.
Yeah, where he makes me like I'm a bitch. Like
it's like I'm messing up everywhere.
Yeah, I listened to it. So he was on Andrew Huberman.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Huberman's podcast, and I listened to that, and I was like, I had to like rewind it like 12 times because I'm like, I gotta hear that again because like I don't think I quite understood
what did he just say.
Like, but have you ever read his book?
Mm-mm.
You a big reader?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say yes, but I enjoy reading. I like reading. It's just by the time Brittany and I lay down, going back to the parent thing, like, dude, we're freaking wiped out.
Yeah.
Like,
I try to get my reading done in the mornings, which I know you work out in the morning usually, don't you?
Yeah, mornings are like me time.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk, like, don't talk to me in the morning. I don't want to talk to anybody in the morning. I just want to go get my day started.
Yep.
Go work out, put my headphones in, be done, come in, chill for a second, like get ready for work. Then like once I'm done working out, I need like 20 minutes post workout to calm down. Then let's start our conversational morning.
I'm very similar. Like that was one of the questions I was going to ask is like the morning routine, but we're kind of already talking about it. Like my like morning thing is like I wake up and the first thing I do is like drink a glass of water. I've been getting in all this kind of stuff, and I don't want to get too crazy on it, but I have like, and I got a Brita now, so like I'm drinking filtered good water, and I drink a glass of water, and then I make my coffee. And I know like Huberman says like try not to drink your coffee till like 90 minutes or something, like after you wake up, let your body actually wake up and then add the caffeine or something. But I make my coffee, I come down here, I do my reading, my journaling. And like that's like I try to make it no technology at the beginning.
That's really good, man.
Like just no technology at the beginning because like I want to, and I won't say I'm perfect at it because I am guilty of when I wake up. Like the first thing I do is I'm on my phone.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
But that's also my alarm, so I'm turning it off, and then I get on my phone, And usually I'm just checking like work text to see if anything changed with work, because if I have another hour, I'm going back to sleep. So, and then I come down here, and that's what I'm the same way. Like, I'm down here, and not like I'm pissed about it, but like sometimes if like Sierra gets up early too and she comes down here, I'm like, this is my time. Like, this is the time that I need. But it sucks because I also spend a lot of time down here in the evening. So it's one of those that like I have to balance the relationship factor, and like I feed the animals and everything, but then I come down here, and when I'm down here, like I want to be able to sit down here for like at least a half hour and just do the things.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel good when you start the morning and get something done.
Yeah. Like I shouldn't say like I want it completely me time in the morning. Like Brittany and I work out a lot together in the morning, but we're kind of on the same wavelength.
It's like not like you're sitting there conversating.
We're not going to have conversations.
Yeah.
We're going to like have a few things like, do you need me to get the pre-workout for you? Or do like, here, you can have this. Or then we go out to the gym or go out to the garage and we're just like, what are you doing today? You got legs. What are you doing? Like back. It's like, all right. And then we both put our headphones in and just go. Like, we have that understanding, which is nice.
Yes.
But yeah, morning routine is extremely important. But I said this on one of my rants, like setting up the night prior is so crucial.
I've slipped off of that, and like last week and the week before, I think I started like setting my coffee, because like I set the timer to like start brewing at a certain time. I've packed my lunch. I've got my gym clothes ready. I've got like everything ready, even to the point where like you've talked about it, I think, like with your desk at work. I'll come down here and on this, and I'll set out like my reading material, like the stuff that like it's
that
all
you're doing
set
in the
out
morning.
ready. So then that way there's an extra 5 minutes that you save, 10 minutes that you might save in the morning of getting that all together. Now, stupid dogs, that's what takes away the most time. Is like, all right, let the dog out. Oh crap, the other one woke up, he wants out. All right, once they get in, all right, feed them, come down here, feed the cats. And then it's like, all right, 10 minutes into my day, now I can start doing what I want to do.
Yep.
But I factor that in to that.
I just hate scrambling in the morning. I can't stand it. That's like the worst way to start your day, is when you're just
I look
trying
at
to find shit and like move, like, I gotta go do this real quick, and like you're hustling when you like your body's not ready to be hustling around, your mind's not woken up yet. Screw that.
I look at my mood compared to the days. Like I used to be really bad about like oversleeping my alarms and then waking up late for work. But I look at my mood and like rushing in the morning for work versus waking up early, even if it's not early enough to do all my reading and stuff, but waking up early to like just sit in the chair, like sit upstairs on the couch and just relax for a minute, wake up, like genuinely wake up and not scramble. My mood as a whole is better for that entire day. If I'm able to just wake up and like get up. And I'm not saying you have to get up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. If you wake up an hour before work, in my opinion, that's plenty of time for you to like get yourself awake. And I'd recommend waking up a little earlier so you can get some things done.
Yeah.
But if you wake up at least an hour before work, you're better off than if you wake up 10 minutes before you got to leave.
Yeah. Because I know when I get home from work, like it's, who knows what I'm about to walk into. So like I can't have anything planned. Like, like this, like tonight's recording, I literally had to tell Britt, like, hey, 8 o'clock.
That's why with
got
you,
the recording.
I know I have to try and schedule these well in advance so that you can give a well heads up.
Heads up.
Yeah, like here's what you can tell her, like, this is what we're doing, this is when it is.
Well, she trained one of her clients like when I got home too, so we had that like lined up perfect.
Okay.
I get home at like roughly 5:30, 5:45. She trains right at 5:45, 6. Right after that, dinner. I'm going to the pot. Like we had it. We had our night set. We knew what we were going to do.
And that's a very important thing in every relationship, because that's another thing. Like me and Sierra, we don't like, plan out our entire week, but like we talk about our week. What do you have this week? That way, like we know we're on the same page. Like, hey, I have a recording Wednesday and Thursday.
Yep.
So she knows what's going to happen, and like, hey, I'm probably going to be in the basement working on Monday and Friday. Like those are the days, like I'm going to be working on those days. I got to get some stuff done. So like I think it's very important to have those conversations, because otherwise that's when I feel like you start to have like those little fights of like, well, you didn't tell me, or this and that. Like, so I think it's important.
Oh, well, and it's important because for me, it reminds me I have things like I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, aren't you supposed to be doing that? I'm like, oh, crap. Like, you're right. So,
Yeah. All right. Next question is actually a spinoff of that question that we answered a while ago. All right. Instead of a coffee, if you could have a beer with anyone, who would it be?
oh, a beer with anyone. Who would I just want to shoot the shit with? Probably like The Rock. Dwayne Johnson.
That would be good.
Because, dude, he like Matt.
You
Think
wouldn't
about
be
all the
drinking
things
a beer,
that
though.
he
You'd be
does.
drinking his tequila.
Whatever.
His stuff's good.
Whatever
Have
he
you ever
wants
had
me
it?
to drink, I'll probably drink it.
Have you ever had his
No.
tequila? So I'm not a big tequila guy, but my sister brought tequila to vacation, and the one day me and Sierra just had this mess of a day. We got trapped in traffic for 3 hours.
Some tequila.
Stand still.
Sounds
We got
good.
back, got in the pool in the hot tub and stuff. And my sister, they were all hammered. And my sister's like, everybody else is taking a shot. It's your guys' turn. And brought it out. And she was like, this is the rocks. And I was like, oh, okay. What is it, Terramanu or something like that? And I took it and I was like, honestly, that is the smoothest tequila. Like, I'm not a tequila guy. Like, I dread doing tequila shots or anything
You
that
hear,
has
you hear
tequila
that,
in it.
Rock? We love it.
Oh,
Give us a sponsor.
yes. But it was damn good tequila. So, honestly, his stuff's good.
Yeah, but like all the things that he does in movies, he did WWE. He owns XFL.
played college football.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
So is it the XFL now, or is it what is it, the UFL?
Whatever it is.
They merged. Is it? But like their account hasn't. It's still the XFL. So like,
I don't really know actually, but I mean, regardless, I think sitting down with that dude and having a couple beers,
yeah.
some tequila, count me in. I think that'd be a hell of a conversation.
My go-to, and I don't know why my first thought goes to this, is John Daly. I just think it'd be a good time. Like the stories you would get to hear, drinking a couple beers.
Out on the golf course,
Yeah.
drinking. Oh, can you imagine golfing with John Daly?
No, dude, I just watched a video today. Oh, which speaking of which, golf. Tiger drops Nike.
Yeah,
27
I bet he's
years?
going to open up his
I
own
think that's what's
brand.
going to happen.
It's going
Because
to be
he's
the
talking about
Woods.
opening his own league and like this kind of stuff. I saw a video
He's
of
got
Tiger
that
today.
money.
Oh yeah. Well, his kid's coming up too. His kid's good. His kid is good. But I saw a video today and it was, I don't know, it was some documentary or like video or something, and it was Tiger, and he challenged this guy. He was like, all right, long drive competition. And the guy was like,
Tiger
all right.
challenged him to it.
Some other guy,
Yeah.
Which I think this guy must have been like a really good driver or something. And Tiger was giving him tips like this, he club faces it like this, and telling him, and he drove it, and everybody was like, damn, nice drive. Like it was a beautiful drive. I don't know. It didn't say like how far it went, but Tiger was like, all right. It walked up, teed up his ball, got on his knees, and outdrove this dude. And I'm just like, Tiger is on a completely different level. Have you ever heard a story that John Daly tells about Tiger Woods?
No.
So they were playing in some tournament, and John Daly is a big drinker, obviously, and sitting at the bar, Tiger walks in, and John Daly goes, all right, hey Tiger, good around today, you come have a drink. And Tiger's like, nah, I gotta go hit the gym. So he walks and hits the gym. He's coming back through, and he's like, all right, Tiger, you hit the gym, time to have a drink. And he's like, no, I gotta go the range. So he came back
what it takes,
a
man.
couple hours later and came back through, and John Daly was like, I'm like 2 bottles of Crown in at this point. Like, and Daly is a drinker, and he's like, I'm 2 bottles of Crown in. And then I guess he was like, Tiger, you're done. Like, the day's over. Come have a drink. And I guess Tiger looked at John and went, John, if I had half the talent that you had, I wouldn't have to do all this. And I was like, whoa.
Dang.
But that also makes you think, imagine how good John Daly probably could have been if he wasn't an alcoholic. I mean,
all the just like the natural guys who just like, they just got it.
yeah.
They didn't really have to do, I mean, they relied on just pure talent.
I've seen videos of John Daly hitting a drive over a freeway, like a 6-lane freeway, and like all this stuff. He's insane.
Yeah, man. No, those are good. John Daly would be fun.
All right. Sierra's question, and it's more of a your style question anyway.
Ooh.
How long would you survive a zombie apocalypse?
A zombie apocalypse? Well, depends on where it starts. If it's like real close, boy, probably not long.
If you don't have time to prepare for this, essentially.
Yeah, probably not long. Because you got to think, I mean, fuck, I got 3 kids.
Yeah.
I can't just like get up and go.
There's a lot of
we got some packing to do first. And then like if we have to get like I mean, what we'd have to do is like barricade our house. Because I don't think we're going anywhere. I think we'd have to. I don't know if we can get out.
Yeah.
Because we don't really have like much family around here anymore. My parents live in South Carolina. My sister's out in freaking Utah.
Yeah.
So I know I wouldn't be reaching them.
That's where like people are like, oh, we're going straight south. And it's like, that's not necessarily going to be an option. Like, you don't know that's like going to be an option. It may be, maybe that's where it started. Are you really going to go towards where it's at?
Well, the issue would be just like supplies. That's probably the first thing I'd do, hop in the car and just like sprint to Kroger and just mad.
Costco.
Yeah. I mean, everybody in there is probably shooting each other. Like,
oh, yeah.
Trying to steal the like I'm going in there, I'm stealing everything. I'm not paying for a single thing. If there's a zombie apocalypse,
nobody else is paying for it. Why would I waste my time?
Yeah,
money's obsolete at this point.
The purge, dude. It's what it is. So I'll probably take something along with me on my pocket and walk through Kroger and try to just grab anything and everything I could.
Listen, we both got our hands on it. Let's split it.
Yeah, be like, hey, dude, come on. Like, we got the same idea here.
I'm not trying to kill anybody here.
Yeah, I don't think I'm lasting very long. So I hope it doesn't happen.
I don't know. Me, I'm going out to my sisters. Like either of my sisters, they both live on a decent amount of land. Probably my one out in where I hunt. The only thing about that one is it's hills and valleys. So like, and they're down in the valley. I'd rather be up on the hill.
Yeah, so you could see them.
So you could see everything, and it's kind of trees and stuff. You. But at the same time, there's already some fences up, so you already have a little bit of a barricade.
A little bit. How long is a little fence going to last with zombies?
But I mean, if you just start, working and.
Well, it also depends on what kind of zombies these are too. Are these
is this Walking Dead? Like you
Walking
have to
Dead
shoot them in the head?
Or are they like I Am Legend zombies? That would suck.
Yeah, that's true. Give me Walking Dead zombies. I don't know. I don't want to say how long. I don't know how long it could truly last.
I could last a lot longer versus those.
But the mental side of things does definitely come into play at some point too.
Oh yeah.
The mental side of things I always go into.
You wouldn't be able to sleep.
No.
There's no sleep happening if there's a zombie apocalypse.
Hell no.
Every little noise. No.
And I'm not going to be a badass like Daryl with a crossbow. I'm sorry.
I mean, and it comes down to it, I'm grabbing kitchen knives and butter knives.
That's another reason I'm going to my brother-in-law's. There's a lot of guns, a lot of ammo.
See, that's where I'm like, I just have my hunting stuff.
Yeah. So yeah,
I probably got 20 shells. Like that's it.
I just have my shotgun for hunting, and then I do have a pistol, but I don't have very much ammo for either because I don't have the place to store it here. So
every kid shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid. I think
I'm definitely not staying in this area though. No. Like I'm getting not far, but I'm getting out of like I don't want people close to me because people are going to start going crazy. And I don't want to be around that.
You got to get away.
Yeah. I don't know. Zombie apocalypse. I give myself at least a year, depending on how bad it is. Because there is a lot of variables that come in. Like, are we talking like in the deep of Walking Dead? Are we getting overrun right now, or are we just finding out?
Spreading like COVID.
Yeah.
Starts in one place and then just starts swarming everything.
I would be so paranoid though. Every person that would come up to me, I'd be like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Get away.
And like, how do you become a zombie too? Like, you got to figure that out. Is it like getting bit? Is it like?
And yeah, no one's gonna know for sure. I'd be paranoid around my own family.
Oh yeah, everybody. I'd be like, why are you looking at me like that, zombie? Like,
don't get that close to me. All right, stay away. You might have the disease. I don't know.
Dude, what if like this is kind of deep? Like, what if like Sierra turns into a zombie?
That would be the hardest kill shot I think I'd ever have to make.
I mean, you got to take the shot.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
I mean, what are you going to do?
Have you ever watched Walking Dead?
No. I watched like the first couple episodes. I know it's good. I should probably watch it.
Well, anymore. Like, I think it's done now. I don't know for sure, but
They take it too far.
my parent, they tried to continue it too long to where it, like, kind of just became boring. But I know, like, the first, like, 4 or 5 seasons are really good. But, like, there's some of that where, like, there was one dude, like, when they came up on a house and ended up, they didn't know him, but they ended up, like, living in the house for a minute. And they started shooting, one of them started shooting zombies out the door, and they were like, no. And he's like, what? He's like, that's my wife. And I'm like, I don't think I could keep her alive as a zombie.
Dude, I don't know. See?
Like, I couldn't, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, if she's trying to come, if, like, Brittany turns into a zombie, then starts trying to come and kill me and the kids, like
I'm not gonna.
I gotta take her out.
I don't
dude.
know. I probably
can't cage her up.
wouldn't be able to shoot immediately, but like I couldn't let you. Like I couldn't look at you like this. Like it'd be.
See, like, and then it throws in another factor. Like, what if there's like some cure out there?
Know,
then like I would try to cage her up.
But like how long? Like
how do you know?
Yeah, you don't know because I mean if there's
Brittany,
a zombie,
I'm not saying I'm gonna shoot. If you turn into a zombie, I'm gonna shoot you. There's lots of factors here.
And when if it happens in real life, that's a split second to say it. Like it is a tough decision.
Well, I mean, vice versa. If I turn into the zombie and start coming after you, I hope you put me out. Like
Brittany,
don't let me hurt the kids.
Do it quickly.
Put me out. Yeah, take my ass out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'd give myself at least a year.
I'm a couple weeks. Dude, I think I'm done. One of the first ones on the board.
All right. What is the last thing that you have Googled?
Should we look it up?
I'll look at mine.
Let's see. All right, Google. It is... How do you look at the last one? Just click the search?
Yeah, it should be in your history. Wow, the last thing I Googled is stupid. I'll look at the last few things.
Mine is Tractor Supply in Pataskala. I was going to give my dog a, like the dog wash thing there. Actually, very convenient.
Is it?
I took my dog there to give him a bath. Like they have little like platforms you put them up on, and you could like hook their collar up, and you can wash them. They have brushes and clippers and all kinds of stuff, like free shampoo, free conditioner. It's $10. $10. Yeah,
I may be able to hook you up. I don't know. All tails are wagging. It's probably.
Is it $10?
I don't know if it's $10 though.
It's got to be more than that to
I
get
feel
it
like it's
actually like groomed.
The self-serve. Oh, if you're doing the grooming and everything.
Oh yeah, I did everything.
You did it all?
Yeah,
They have a self-serve there at All Tails, and I want to say it's like $20 though.
Yeah, it was really easy. I'll do it every time, probably. That's my last Google search.
My last Google search was pocket door installation.
Oh.
We're installing one at my boss's house.
Nice.
The instructions that are sent with pocket doors are terrible because we're framing this whole room out, so that's why we were able to do it. But they couldn't figure it out, and I was looking at the instructions and couldn't. It just had like little pictures and was like step 1 picture, and I'm like, that doesn't show anything. And then
what are some of the other ones on there?
The one before that was Jeffrey Epstein documentary. Because I started watching one on Netflix that I thought was a new one, but it was actually the original one.
Mine was Stream East. You know what Stream East is?
No.
It's like a streaming site. The best one you could find. I hope I don't give out my secret and you guys start hopping on all the servers. But yeah, dude, like we got rid of cable, or like we just have internet.
Yeah.
Because we really don't watch like TV. And what I did was bought these like $15 antennas on Amazon. And I plug it in the back of the TV and just like set it up, and I get like 50 channels.
Like the old school
The
version.
old school.
I didn't even know that was still an option.
Yeah. I get like 50 channels. So I'm watching all the local stuff.
Which
I
is
can
really
watch
all you need.
every Browns game, all the news. I can watch all the, anything that's on.
Yeah.
And then for anything that's on like ESPN or something that I want to watch, because we don't have ESPN, I go to the Stream East, and it has everything. Like it has the UFC fights, the pay-per-view stuff.
Oh,
like
shit.
yeah, it has everything on it. Right? Yeah, right at Stream East. I'm giving all y'all a little token here, but it's streameast.to. there's like a whole bunch of fake ones out there.
Yeah.
Like you got to go to the right one.
And then they're like, give me your credit card information. My one before that was volleyball registration for Newark Station.
Ah, nice.
So,
nice.
It's going to be a fucking blast. I'm going to be playing 3 days a week. That is going to be a lot. But luckily, it's close to the house. That's the only nice.
Yeah, you're right there.
It's literally there in 5 minutes, 2 minutes.
Way better than Woodlands.
Yeah.
Way out.
But I like that I'm able to play in the winter at Woodlands.
Yeah.
That's what's nice.
It's clutch.
Like I wore a long sleeve last week, and I'm like, man, I should have wore a t-shirt. Because I figured it was colder outside, so I was like, it might be a little colder in there, and I'll be all right with the long sleeve. And I was like, I should have wore a t-shirt.
Warm. Felt like summer in there.
Jacob, you need a dome. Get a dome ASAP.
Come on, Jacob.
And then the one before that was Supercross. Big Supercross guy over here.
Almost fun things to do with hula hoops.
Now, that could go a lot of different directions.
We got our kids like, my son asked for a hula hoop for Christmas. So like we bought like this little cheap 4-pack on Amazon for like $10.
Dude, hula hoops are so fun, but they get so boring so quick.
I know. Like. And then like now they don't even play with them anymore. And I'm like, what are some fun things to do with hula hoops?
Yeah, I want you guys to play. It's good exercise. There's people that literally will just hula hoop for exercise.
Yeah. I'm not going to be the person doing, hula hooping, but I get it.
You don't want to become a professional hula hooper?
Pass.
I'll ask you one more question. Hold on. What time do we got? I'll ask you one more personal, that sounds bad. Personal question, and then I'll ask you another a follow-up question. But the one question I did have from Scott, he wanted to know, what supplements do you take?
What supplements do I take? Interesting. Number one thing is just a standard multivitamin. Regular, old, doesn't matter which one, take a multivitamin because it kind of encompasses everything in one. Gives you a little bit of dosage of pretty much everything. It's at least going to kind of get you by. Second one is vitamin D3. Holy moly. This is probably the most important one.
What is vitamin D3?
Vitamin D?
Oh, never mind.
The
3 just threw me off.
Oh, right. Yeah, technically. Just because we're so deficient, especially wintertime, we're not out in the sun as much. We're not getting enough of that. And one funny thing about vitamin D, it's not necessarily a vitamin. It's more of a hormone. Mm-hmm. So the mood effects that it has on you, like positively, it interacts with so many other different vitamins and micronutrients out there. It helps absorb those into your cells a lot easier. So being extra efficient on that, so good for immune health. It's just overall does a lot of great things. So vitamin D3 for sure. And if I had to give, you want dosages too?
This is for Scott, not for me.
I take 5,000 IU in addition to the multivitamin that probably has around maybe 500 IU. So I want honestly, I should probably go closer to 7,000, and that sounds like a big number. It's not a big number at all. If you look into IU measurements, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, vitamin D3, multivitamin. I take zinc.
That's a big one that a lot of people are starting to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it on Rogan's a lot lately.
Zinc. It's another it helps with immunity support, joint health, and mixes well with vitamin D. And then also but I have to supplement that with ionophore is what it is. And it's called, it's called quercetin.
Okay.
So quercetin's an ionophile, which I guess in layman's term, it opens your cell membranes up a little bit more, so it allows the absorption of all the other nutrients and vitamins to absorb easier, especially with the zinc. Zinc doesn't necessarily get into your cells very easily, so you need something to kind of help it get in there. So that's what quercetin does. Take a fish oil, which just it's just good for joint health mainly. I'm kind of focused on my joints a little bit because I feel I'm breaking down.
You have great joints.
Yeah, God. I think that's it. Multivitamin, zinc, quercetin, vitamin D, fish oil. If I like catch any signs that I might be getting sick, I'll pump like whatever the dosage of vitamin C, like the recommended dose of vitamin C is. I'll double that and take that anytime I start feeling sick. Screw that.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say, I feel like you don't get sick a lot.
No, my whole family was sick. Like for
you talked about it on the rant. Like as soon as the kids start getting, you're like, nope.
I hate being sick, dude. God, because I just have too many things to do, and I can't let that slow me down.
I know.
I hate being sick,
dude. I had one day, like I don't call off work for being sick very often. Like, and I had a day I called off. Like I texted my boss and I was like, hey, what are we? Because we didn't know what the plan was. I was like, what are we doing today? And he's like, I'm not sure why. And I was like, I woke up and like I came downstairs and like I didn't even say anything. And Sierra looked at me and goes, you look like shit. And I was like, thanks, but yeah, I feel like shit. Like it was literally just like a one day thing. But
I
like
can't stand being sick.
It sucked so much because like I'm sitting there and like I'm laying on the couch and I'm like, I feel like I don't feel that bad. Like maybe I'm just being a pansy. So I got up and started doing some podcast work, just sitting at the bar on my laptop. And I was sitting there and I was like, my brain can't even function right now. It drives me nuts.
And like, I'm not saying like I don't get sick. Like I'll get the occasional cold and like I might run a low grade fever here and there, but I'm talking like down sick. Like you're not doing anything that day.
Yeah.
I think that's only happened to me like twice since college.
Yeah.
And one was because I got COVID, which was like that.
I swear I got COVID
like
in college.
Like whatever that bad strand was that was like killing people at the beginning. Like I got that one, and dude, that shit almost fucking killed me because I was kind of not a non-believer, but I was very skeptical about it. Then I got it, and I was like, "Fuck this shit! This shit sucks."
Yeah.
like I'm talking like 105 degree temperatures for nonstop. It did not go down, and then I couldn't breathe, and then I get double pneumonia from that shit. Then I go to the ER because I'm finally like, all right, like I'm tapping out. Like I give in at this point, and they give me this inhaler. Come to find out, that was the wrong thing to give me. Was an inhaler. Just to try to free up some of the nastiness in my lungs and all the fluid that's building up from the pneumonia. And it was completely wrong because I got worse. And then I'm like, all right, guys, like now I'm kind of starting to freak out here.
Yeah.
And then I got on some other medication and it fixed it like right away. They're like, what the hell? What ER did you go to? I'm like, dude, anyone that was just offering any type of help.
Yeah. It was.
I don't know why it got me so bad.
I was fine. I thought I got it once it was like right before July 4th weekend, and we were supposed to go camp out at my sister's and everything, and like I didn't want to go over to my sister's, so like Sarah's like, do you want to just go get tested, like just to be sick, like because I'm
never
not,
know, and
like there's 8 kids there, like I don't, especially the kids, my parents, like I didn't want to. Like I was the same way as you. Like when it first came, I was like, like
be like, dude, come over.
It's
like,
just,
you're fine.
It's just a cold.
Like as bad as that sounds, I was like we're all right.
But like I was like a little worried, and then I went and got tested. And I was negative, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess. So I thought I had it then. I swore I had it in college because like I don't know, like everything. Like I played football through it, so probably not. But like I was down for the count. Like every day I'd come back from class, I'd just go to sleep.
Yeah, it was weird. Like as soon as I got it, I was like, hey, all right, maybe we should start taking this thing a little bit more serious. This thing about putting me out, and I find myself very healthy.
Yes. But last question of the Q&A, number 14, is what did she say? I gotta read the text again. This was a Sierra question. It was a good one. What is the funniest movie line that you have ever heard? Ooh, there's so many.
Oh, man. It's I don't know if I'll get it exactly right, but the scene in Step Brothers.
That's where my mind goes
where they're sitting on the couch and
that's where mine might go.
The one Well, that scene too, but the one where he touched his drum set.
Did you trust my drum set?
And he's like, "Why are you sweating?" He says, "I was watching Cops." That's hilarious. No, Cops don't come on to a 4.
That's what the best follow-up is the left one has a chip in it. And I know Cops doesn't come on till 4. That was exactly where my mind went originally, was that part.
Well, then the one scene while they're on the couch too, where it's like, this is where they no TV for a week.
This is a planet of bullshit. I got a belly full of white dog shit.
The galaxy, this sucks camel dick.
Yes.
So funny.
I'm going to look up the funniest movie lines and see if there's any good ones.
Hey, Dumb and Dumber has some really funny ones too.
Have you ever watched Letterkenny?
No.
It's a stupid show, but it's a Canadian show actually. It's kind of like it's not similar to Trailer Park Boys, but
See, I never watched Trailer Park Boys either.
Dude, it is just
it's really funny.
That like these dudes like stand there and they're like just so straight to the point of like, hey, have you seen that? Nope. But like I don't know, it's Letterkenny is such a good show.
Even like Dumb and Dumber, where like the very first scene where he's in the limo driving the lady to the airport. He's like, why are you heading to the airport? Flying somewhere? It's like it's that raunchy stuff that's so funny. That's my kind of comedy.
Another good one in Step Brothers was I use this line all the time, where they're sitting at dinner the one time, and it was like, oh, that's so funny. Last time I heard that joke, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaur. Or, yeah, that's so funny I forgot to laugh. Or, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer.
Have you ever seen the memes that get made of, like, when they're laying in bed, and it's like, you and your mom are hillbillies, and we don't even want you here. And it's like Ohio State and Michigan laying in bed beside each other the night before.
Swear to God, if you close your eyes, I'm going to punch you square in the face.
I'm going to beat you with a bag full of soap. That's a good one. But
you don't say that.
He'll say that. Shh, you're going to wake up my dad. Oh, what a good episode. I love having Reno on for a Q&A. Definitely going to have to keep asking Q&A questions as well.
I got you.
Maybe we'll start trading you and Dante. We should also maybe do a Q&A with me, you, and Dante.
Hey. That'd be a good one.
Because Dante might become the full-time Q&A guy.
Ooh.
But maybe we'll alternate it sometimes, and you'll come on for the Q&As as well.
As a special guest.
Yes. But that's it for Q&A number 14. I don't think I have any announcements right now. There's nothing that I can think of. We're not...
Just keep on keeping on.
Got things going on behind the scenes, but, just when you guys are available July 13th or something like that, the Roughnecks volleyball tournament happening again. 2nd annual Roughnecks volleyball tournament. Volleyball's starting up here, and it starts in New York Station in May. We're playing right now.
Dude, that last time we played wasn't even fun.
No.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. But until Monday, you guys know the deal. Life is hard and is going to knock you down just like a bull does to a bull rider. Don't let that bull of life walk all over you. Get up. Grab a bull by the horns and take control of your life. Roughnecks out.